Hi, welcome to Climbing Daily. Coming up on today's show, we've got news of a possible attempt on the north face of the Eiger by a blind climber. And the second part of our interview with Ueli Steck at ISPO Munich. 45-year-old American climber Erik Weihenmayer is considering an attempt on the north face of the Eiger for spring 2015. Nothing unusual you might think there, but Erik is almost entirely blind. Despite his disability, Erik has climbed Alpamayo in Peru, Mount Cook in New Zealand, Mount Kenya, he's climbed Everest, and he's done hard technical ice routes like Polar Circus in northern Canada. He's going to be joined on his attempt by his friend and guide Mike O'Donnell, who took him up Everest amongst other climbs, and if they manage it, it's got to be one of the most impressive ascents in the Alps in the last 10 years. Check out this unbelievable video of Erik climbing in El Dorado Canyon, Colorado.
So Charlie climbs ahead of me a lot of times.
You're going to come up to this point and then attack around.
And so he can tell me if there's a tricky little foothold way off to the right that I can't feel otherwise. There have been times when I'm climbing like 5 feet to the right of like some nice crack or something like that. And then I happen to just like my hand goes over to the left and I go, oh crap, there's holds over there. So if somebody climbs with me a lot, it's nice for them to kind of avoid that stuff, you know, so I can climb the route as much as possible. See, the difficulty when you're blind and you're trying to climb something is that you don't really know, you know? You can't look up and like look at the moves and all that stuff, so it's almost like you just kind of have to like, in a way, at some point kind of let it go and just go for it. If I'm gonna thrash, I'm gonna thrash. And if I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna fall. And if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So you just don't, it's like you have to just kind of let go your expectations a little.
Next up, we've got part 2 of our interview with Ueli Steck at ISPO Munich. So you've said you're having a bit of an easier year this year. What are your plans for the year?
Oh, you know, my wife just quit her job and now we just go on a climbing trip. For sure, in May we go to Spain and then we see.
So if you take this year slightly easier, can we say that?
Yeah.
Maybe slightly easier. How do you see your climbing in the next 10 years?
I will not stop climbing for sure not. I like it too much, but yeah. I have to figure out which direction I want it to go.
Yeah. What are you thinking now? Or are you just open-minded?
I'm pretty open-minded.
Okay.
I try to find my way, and for now it's kind of like looking forward for these climbing trips and then we will see. I really enjoy to stay here, you know, like the last 6 years I haven't been in the Alps in spring season. And there's so many things I wanted to climb, I just didn't. So it's cool to stay here and climb something, you know.
Thanks, Ueli. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for more climbing news. Graded 8C, so it'd be impressive enough for anyone, but Giuliani is 16. Dave Graham is a notoriously harsh grader.